In today's episode of The Unemployed Journeyman, we start our Champions League campaign with a preliminary round second leg game against Cotonsport. This could be the year we complete the Pentagon Challenge. Welcome to the video, everybody, and let's have a look at the results since you were last with us. And there's only been 3 games. We had a game against the Cape Town Spurs in a Super 8 quarter-final that we won 5-1 away from home. Loate Shueni getting a couple of goals and David getting a couple of goals and Frimpong scoring as well. Now, there was one situation in this game where we done really well up and for the whole game, really, but towards the end of the game, probably around 70, 80 minutes, the Cape Town Spurs had an opportunity where their goalkeeper basically just punted the ball upfield. It went straight over the top of our defenders. Their striker ran onto the end of it and they hit the woodwork with it. They actually hit the woodwork twice in the game, and that was one of the occasions. And I was a bit concerned by how Route 1 that opportunity was, because really they should have scored that goal. And I think it was not long after they got this goal here, the Gabesi own goal. And it was after the sending off, I know that much. But could have gotten back into the game a little bit, 5-2, who knows. Thankfully, nothing happened from that. But then we played Cotonsport United in the Champions League preliminary round first leg, a 5-1 win in this game. And up until we scored the 4th goal through Nkobo, he got the first 2, Miloto got a goal, Shueni from the penalty spot. Then Nkobo got the 4th goal, made it 4-0. But basically from then, all the highlights were Cotonsport. Up to that point, I think they'd had something like 2 shots at goal, 1 shot on target, up until we scored in the 55th minute. After that, it was just highlight after highlight that was all Cotonsport until we actually got a goal from Kamalo in the 81st minute. They eventually did get a goal in the 90th minute, but the way they got their goal has caused me a lot of concern, because as you can see up here, this is their team. Lionel Ekwala got an assist. Basically, he booted the ball over the top of our defenders. Maybe that's his brother, Alain Ekwala. He ran onto it, outpaced their defenders and scored a goal. Now, I haven't looked at this yet. He's got acceleration of 15 and pace of 14. If we have a look at our centre-backs, I mean, yeah, they are significantly slower, and Lova is anyway. And yeah, so is Massetti. So we don't have the quickest centre-backs in the world. I do play a medium line. It's not a high line, it's a standard line and a medium block. I really don't want to have to drop to a low block and a low defensive line, because that just feels far too defensive for my liking. But we'll see how things go in the matches that are to follow. But if we do concede 1 or 2 goals like that again anytime soon, then I'm probably going to have to look at changing the line of our defence. Then we played Chippa United in the league and a 3-1 win in this game. Mofokeng with a couple and Shueni with a goal as well. And that brings us to today, where we've got Cotonsport United and AmaZulu. AmaZulu in the semi-final first leg Super 8 competition. What I'm kind of looking at doing tomorrow is AmaZulu in the second leg and Orlando Pirates. However, if we win or AmaZulu win this game by a significant margin, by 3-4 clear goals sort of thing, then I'll probably just forget that, because it's going to be a non-entity of a game, really. But we'll see how it goes, and we'll also see who we get in the Champions League first round. We kind of know who's lining up. We just don't know when it's going to slot in around here yet. So we'll have a look at all that later on. But in the meantime, let's get over to the Matchday Centre and let's get on with... Oh, actually, no, I've got a signing I've got to show you. Just remembered that. So in terms of players out, Gothu has gone to Golden Arrows for £25,500, and this guy's gone out on loan. But we have brought in Ephraim Mokoena from Richards Bay for £80,000. He is a goalkeeper, 2.5-star current ability with 4-star potential. There's every possibility he's going to be a number 1 goalkeeper going into next season, if not this season. The transfer window closes on the 22nd of September, I think it is. We'll have a quick look up here at when it actually does close. But the amount of teams I've got, 23rd of September, there you go. But the amount of people that are wanting to take AmaZulu away from it, actually looking at this, they've got Mokoena above AmaZulu. That's probably because of his potential. But yeah, the amount of clubs that are coming in for AmaZulu at the moment, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep saying no to them before he ends up getting the ump with me. It's the same with Shweni as well. We're getting a lot of interest in him, but we're able to say no, he's not getting mad at me. It's all working out well at the moment. But yeah, he could end up being a number one this season. Like I say, there's a lot of clubs interested in him, and I really thought at one point we weren't going to get him because some of the clubs that were interested were like Kaiser Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, the big teams in our league basically. But he chose us over them, and he is here. He's on the bench at the moment. He won't be on the bench for the Champions League game though, because he's not been registered yet. I haven't had a chance to register him. Hopefully I'll get to register him after this preliminary round. But yeah, let's go to the matchday centre then, and let's go on with the game against Cotonsport. Right, here we are in the matchday centre. We have gone with a slightly rotated team for this game because, I mean, we are 5-1 up. Away goal rules do count. I have looked at that because I know what FM's like. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up losing 4-0. But judging on what they looked like in the previous game away from home for them, they didn't look particularly good then, except, like I said earlier, for the last half an hour. But we have AmaZulu in... Actually, do you know... Oh, yeah, we got to. Yeah, AmaZulu in goal. Goody Abbey left back. Simo Williams comes in for his first start, I believe this is. Yeah, his first start as right back. Massetti and Ayanda in the centre of defence. Completely different midfield to what we've had before. Masuku and Shelembe in the midfield. Moses and Nkobo out wide with Kamalo and Shweni up top. I'm playing Kamalo in a poacher role because the deep line playmaker role, or deep line forward role I should say, doesn't really suit him. And it doesn't suit Shweni a great deal either. If we have a look at Shweni for a deep line forward, I mean, to be fair, he can do it free, so he's actually very decent at that. So if this doesn't work out, we may end up doing something like that. In actual fact, we swap them round now. Do you know what? We'll go with them that way round for this game, see how it works out. But Shweni has been in fantastic form at the start of this season, which isn't helping us keep hold of him. As you see by his form table here, he's had one game of a 6.6, and the rest of the games all the way through have been 7s and 8s. He has been very good. 6 goals in 5 games, plus 3 assists. That's 9 goal contributions in 5 games and 8.10. He has been awesome. He really, really has. Right, let's get into it then. And injury news, by the way, we've got Mohamed Jabali still out injured and Sifo Roman still out injured as well. Since you were last with me, Ayanda did spend a little bit of time out injured. So we had Chad and Lovu was playing alongside Massetti in defence. Done pretty decently, to be fair. He does seem like a very good signing for us in the summer. So here we are then. First game of the episode. Cotonsport in the African Champions League. And like I say, this should be a pretty straightforward game. They are playing that horrible defensive formation where they have like 7 defenders and then 3 players up top ready for them to just boot the ball to. And to be fair, in the first game, it did work with their goalkeeper booting the ball up for their striker. I wasn't a fan of seeing us conceding that. It looked horrible. And it looked horrible when Cape Town Spurs almost pulled it off as well. Right, we do have a highlight. We put the ball into the box. The goalkeeper punches it away. But we still have it. It's with Kanya Moses now. Gets a cross in. And Kamalo could not really miss that header. He was practically on the goal line. He might be too close because it looks like we have VAR in the African Champions League. It looks like it's being reviewed. It is being reviewed. So we don't have VAR. It has been given. We are 1-0 up. So we don't have VAR in the African Soccer Premiership Division thing. But we do have it in the Champions League, which kind of makes sense, I suppose. You do need to have VAR in your elite continental competitions, I suppose. But yeah, 1-0 up, 8 shots on target, 8 shots on goal, 4 on target, an XG of 1.59. We have a corner, ball into the box, and that's a goal from Massetti, his first goal of the season. And now you're starting to see what I mean about how this is not a particularly good team. It'll be interesting to see how the competition changes in quality as we go through the competition, or how far we get into the competition, I should say. But in terms of a preliminary round, as you would imagine, if you're one of the bigger teams, and I imagine we are one of the bigger teams, the preliminary round should really be quite straightforward for you. So we are approaching half time. We've only got 3 or 4 minutes left of the half. It's been decent so far, 2-0. We can't really complain about our performance. We'll say so far I'm happy. I hope everybody's had a really good Christmas day as well, if you celebrate Christmas wherever you are in the world. Obviously, if you're over in the US, for example, it may still be Christmas Day morning or just turned afternoon for you. But wherever you are, whatever you do, I hope you're having a great day. And we've gone to the hour mark. We're probably going to make a couple of substitutions now because I think it's safe to say the game is pretty much done. Kalashaweo can come on from Kobo, give him a bit of rest. Shueni, we're going to leave him there for the time being, I think. And we'll take Ayanda off and bring Lovu on for him. And that'll probably be it for now. I don't really want to use the likes of Frimpong and any other first team regulars unless I really have to, because the whole point is we give him a bit of a rest in this game. But here's Williams with the throw-in on the right-hand side. He has the ball back from Kamalo. It's now with Masuku in the midfield. Tried a little ball over the top. Couldn't quite get it to his intended target. Their goalkeeper attempts to go long. Goudiaby heads on for Moses, who turns his opponent and then just has the ball taken off his toes. Back to their goalkeeper. Hopefully he's not going to get another assist against us. But that's exactly what happened last time, except it went behind their defenders and they ran onto it. Ball into the box now. Our keeper came out. AmaZulu's actually not been too bad recently. There's been a couple of occasions he's come out and caught a ball and his distribution's been good as well. He's made a couple of decent saves. Maybe it's just taken him a little while to settle in with me as his manager. Here's Moses, though. Gives it to Williams and Lovu. Kalashaweo with the shot, and I think that may have hit the post. Even though it went wide. I mean, it could have hit the woodwork. We have hit the woodwork. Final 10 minutes, the highlights are starting to come thick and fast. We haven't really had that many up to this point, but Cotonsport have the ball and are on the attack down their right-hand side. The ball in, and they scored. It frustrates me when we concede. I want clean sheets. We kept clean sheets on the first 2 league games of the season, but we've not been able to keep clean sheets then, and it's been a bit of a bugbear for me. Moses with the corner, and the ball gets headed over the bar. Looks like we're going to be 2 minutes to be added on. Looks like we're going to get a 2-1 win in the away leg, which we do. 7-2 on aggregate. Fine. It was a rotated team as well. I'm quite happy with that. We picked up a win. Al Ali just won a game 9-0. Right, when's our next game? Our next game is against AmaZulu in a week's time in the Super 8 semi-final first leg, and I will see you over there for that. This team from the UAE, Al Batay, are becoming a concern to me because they're after Isaac Mofokeng for a start, but their offers are pretty feeble for him, so I've just been able to bat them away. But they're also the main team that's after Larato Shueni. Their best offer has been their most recent one, which was a couple of days ago in game. £700,000 rising to £775,000 after 20 league games plus 30% profit from the next sale. Don't get me wrong, we bought him for about £350,000 from the Golden Arrows, so it mean we've doubled our money on him. But I really don't want to let him go. But we've still got just under a month until the end of the transfer window. I'm kind of resigned to the fact that we are going to be losing him. But the same team has also decided to come in quite recent. Oh no, it's a different team for Shueni, sorry. So Muaitha, who are a Qatari club, £300,000 rising to 300. I mean, they've put that offer in after I've already rejected the previous offer. This is where it just makes no sense. I'm not going to accept it. Right, let's get into the matchday centre then for the game against AmaZulu. We don't have the best of records against AmaZulu, so I'm not overly optimistic about this game against them in the Super 8 semi-final first leg. But we have gone back to a full strength, almost full strength. We've still got Jabali, who's back from injury, but he's not quite sharp enough or in the right conditions, so we will miss this game. AmaZulu in goal, Goudiaby left back, Frimpong right back, Massetti and Ayanda in the centre of defence, Gabesi and Maloto in the midfield, Mofokeng and Nkobo out wide, with Kamalo in the poacher role and Shueni in the advanced forward role. I've moved them back to what they were originally. So let's see how we get on. Like I said, we've had a very good start to the season, actually. The game against Sundowns was a very poor result where we drew with them 0-0 on the opening game of the season. I think that's the only point they've picked up all season. They've played like 3 or 4 games. But yeah, let's see if we can improve our record against AmaZulu. We are away from home in this first leg. So as I always say, we've had an opportunity. As I always say in these 2-legged ties, it's about keeping yourself in the game. by the end of the away leg. So if we've drawn or won the game, I'll be happy. If we're going to lose, it can't be by any more than one goal. Ball into the box. They clear their lines again, but we're going to pick the ball back up again. It's Gabesi. Gives it to Goody Abbey on the left-hand side. He can run forward. Can he get a cross in? He can towards Shueni. Kamalo. Very, very close. I'm not sure if that hit the post or the keeper saved it. It looks like it hit the post. The fact that it says there that we've hit the post. So a promising opening 10 minutes from us. We've had some opportunity anyway. Here's Nkobo now with the ball towards the back post from a free kick. Mofokeng can pick up the loose ball. Can he get the ball into the box? He's in the box for certain. And it's a goal from Kamalo. His third goal of the season. His third goal since we've signed him. Oh, bit of shoving going on in there. Did you see that? Bit of shoving going on from AmaZulu. They're certainly up for the fight. There's no doubt about that. Here's Mofokeng now. They intercept it. They have an Nlovu of their own. We go flying in with a tackle. We've won the ball back. Here's Mofokeng. Ball over the top for Shueni. It's a goal. 7th goal of the season for Lerato Shueni. Both our strikers getting on the score sheet. I love this performance so far. Let's keep it going. It's like 17 minutes. 2 goals in 3 minutes for us. Mofokeng, the inspiration for both of them goals. Halfway through the first half. Can we get to half-time without conceding? That would be the first aim for us. We've intercepted the ball. We've got another chance to score here. Shueni is a bit wasteful there. Poor decision from Shueni. He could have made a pass to Mofokeng, and Mofokeng could have crossed the ball into the box and maybe found Kamalo or Nkobo, someone like that. But we are approaching half-time. We're into the final 5 minutes of the first half. It's been a very, very good first half performance at the moment. Last bit of action you feel before half-time. The highlight has started with us. Gabesi to Maloto. Ball over the top on the left-hand side to Mofokeng. Gets the ball in towards Shueni. Oh, this is beautiful. 3-0. Shueni with his 2nd of the game, his 8th of the season. And the half-time whistle blows and we are leading AmaZulu 3-0. This has been a very, very good performance. And you're seeing for yourself just how good we are looking this season. We've had some good results. We played some good football as well. An XG of 2.41, 16 shots at goal, 9 on target. We're certainly getting our opportunities. We're restricting them to the absolute minimum as well. We're going to make a substitution or two. Gabesi's not looking overly fit. I'm going to bring Shalembe on, I think, because Masuku did pick up an injury in the last game. He's fine. He's only out for a day or two. And Frimpong can come off for Simo Williams. I thought he played quite decently against Cotonsport, but obviously they're not a particularly good team. So it'd be interesting to give him 25 minutes against a team like AmaZulu, who we know are a very good team. I think they're actually 2nd in our league as well. They've played a game more than us. Right, what else? Right, Goody Abbey actually does need to come off. So, and Lovu can come on and we can swap them two over. And then I think Kanya Moses can come on for Nkobo and we'll swap them two over. Give them Mofokeng to worry about on the right-hand side. AmaZulu playing their usual 4-4-2 formation. But the game seems to be running out. I was about to say to full time without any more highlights, but then we get a highlight. Here's Moses to Williams, to Massetti. Shalembe in the midfield, playing a deep line playmaker role as opposed to his preferred ball-winning midfielder role. Simo Williams has it again on that right-hand side to Massetti. We're passing it around quite nicely. There's no need to hurry anything. Here's Mofokeng now on the right-hand side to Shueni. Kamalo. Goal from Kamalo, but the referee's disallowed it. So it won't count. It's going to stay 3-0. I mean, we have totally dominated this game. We really have. And that is the end. A 3-0 win for Cape Town City against AmaZulu in the first leg of the Super 8s. We could be in with a chance of winning this Super 8 competition. And to win a trophy this early on, we've got the second leg very soon. That will be in tomorrow's episode. I mean, I did originally say that we wouldn't do the second leg if one of the teams won by 3 or 4 goals. However, What we will also have in tomorrow's episode is the Champions League first round, first leg game against CR Belouizdad. Yep, it's away from home. So we'll do AmaZulu and Belouizdad in tomorrow's episode. Can we progress to the semi-final of the Super 8? The other game that's being played, Supersport United have beaten Sundowns 4-1. You'd expect Supersport to be the team that we play in the final if we both get there. In terms of the league, by the way, yeah, AmaZulu are second. Pretoria Callies, surprisingly, are top with 12 points, 4 wins from 4 games. We are in third, but we do have a game in hand over both of the teams above us. Supersport United, last season's champions, of course, are currently fourth. Right, there you go. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Lovely episode. Please join me tomorrow for the next episode. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.